something like that, no? So to start with, we now already have this one. So after i-change lang atong mga company name ana, for example. We can also add like in here before na ingalan sa profile sa gani ang ngalan sa ngalan sa user. We can change also in here on our dashboard. We can change siguro our navigation in here. We can change this navigation. I guess we can change it to whatever navigation you want to. So there is a navigation also available in dashboard template. Template for bootstrap template. So ato ni pang sabong-sabongon na lang for in case because we want to hybrid naman ni madugay. So bootstrap template. So, for templates. So we will change our navigation, which is nice to have like navigation, search, log out, navigation like this. Siguro we have a drop down on here, so replacing here to this one. So we can change it. So how we do that? No, it's still the same. We go to our examples folder. What is this one? Jumbotron. We'll go to Jumbotron. Okay. Jumbotron, and we have index. Just edit this one, and we will just copy only those in navigation. It's only the navigation. I will just copy the navigation. The entire thing is now. I'll just post it here on my dashboard and then save on my dashboard. As you can see here, we can have the dashboard. So murag na siya gamay problema. It is dako siya. That is why we murag na ipit ang atong container. So we will try to make it much more ang atong container margin top like that margin top. Okay, still the same. Wala yung margin top. Okay. So it's nice to have a margin of 50px. Siguro, no? More than like 70px, like that one. Okay, to have margin. Or we can just siguro go back in here. We have navigation at the top, natay controller. Yeah. Containing the nav bars, current, for the dashboard, container fluid, and MT5. Let's say what will it look like. It's sagad na magud siya. That is why we have to face this problem. Because of the nav bar, container fluid, margin top. It's good 100 pixels, but this one is fixed naman good. I guess tiki naman good yun. This is why. Yeah. So first thing we have to solve this one, 100 pixels. So all we need to do is to copy this container fluid in here, and I will go to the we call it for the dashboard. So may customize. So now what I will going to do is to connect my dashboard to my customize. So link href css my customize .css. Style sheet. So for us to really okay, so that is our problem, no, is ganiha, diba? We try to change it, diba, in what color you want to. So na change na to siya, but the other one is not working. Ito 100 pixel. Okay, sorry for that. If that encounter that problem, always this is the one that we have changed now, so wala naman na siya problema, only this one. All we need to do is put what type important. Put important there and refresh. Still the same, wala siya important. Ano man di siya still the same. Okay, blue page source, let me know whether it's customized. Actually, as you can see there, we have the course our customized the CSS na yung container fluid. In here, wala pa siya. So now you buy na nila, it will encounter in CSS. So dugay siya mo load. So what we're going to do, so bisa kung saan mo siya, it will not affect because the cache that this supports the codes na dire. As you can see in the customized CS, it's only at the navbar. So there are two ang code dire. As you can see in our code here. Moniya ha, navbar that in here. We already have container fluid. So wala na siya, na-save siya, but wala na siya sa cache sa browser. So ang unang solution na is to close the browser and open it again. Pero pwede po ikadang solution, you open the source code here and refresh it. So nakita na manual refresh in the source code. Once we have now done with that, on your dashboard here, refresh. So you can see now it's now already took effect. Took effect na siya because nakita na na dashboard. Another one, we have to create in here another margin because it's too small for the space. I'll be going to the dashboard again, and this time I'll be going to in here sticky. Okay, navbar, like that one. I'll be putting here empty 5, that is margin top 5. So that's not working. Empty 5. So pwede rin nato siya ibutang sa sticky empty 5. It's really not working. You want it to be works. Position right. Still the same, it's not working. You want it na it's working. Margin top. This one. Okay, sorry for this inconvenience. Okay. So can see in the .nav. I'll copy this one. It's a nice one to have that. And we go to customize, paste. We know already that what sa itong hilabtan is only the margin top. And always put important. Save. Then refresh. Forward. So already have that one. So all we need this is to remove, and we will going to use this one. So first is we have to remove this, add a title in our dashboard, like okay, so record management system, for example. Okay, and then remove some of forms like here, form inline. We will change it. So I'll remove it. So we already removed that one. Mr. Auto, MR Auto. So we can have float left, I will just search first. Bootstrap for float right. Sorry, it's float. So what is the float? That is float right. Float right. Okay, so how can we change that? Okay, kung na lang search ana, no? Parang madali ta. How you are going to put their navigation in here. Makita lang. My task is to create a profile page naman. So all we need to do is to change this drop down the name of the account user of this account. So sa ngalan niya. So I am the dashboard. So muna akong task ron is to really know ang profile. So in here we have already set. So since na natay kuan, we can search a query. We can include here now our database, since we don't have our database connection. We have include script, since we have dashboard script, then db con.php. Then we have a query. Okay, so we have a query. We have an SQL statement. Okay. SQL SS fetch user is equal to select all from user where username is equal to, you know already, session. So that is why dili siya pwede magkaparehas gyud o username. Okay. So ang query na to is MySQLi underscore query. Ang variable connection is con, and our SQL statement SS underscore fetch user. So we have that one. So we can, okay, pwede na rin muna siya, okay, create if MySQLi num rows. The check if number of rows, ipila ka buok ang return sa imong query. If and the variable query so is equal to 1, so manadyo kayo makitang usa. Then fetch array. I'll be checking how to fetch data and procedural, ano? Because told na kung wala ka procedural. Okay, so we will use while fetch ASAP. Okay, so we will use while a variable row is equal to MySQL fetch ASOC associative array, and we call it the query. So we are going to get the data. Okay, so what are those data that we want to get? First is the last name, first name, and middle name. Or last, we can also first name like sa Facebook. Sa Facebook first name lang man ang makita. Diba? So pwede daw we can use the first name. So we can user first name, F name, is equal to row. Okay, the variable row, the fetch row, and then the name of the on the database. I know you already know this one. So the L name or the first name. So that's it. So we have now the name of the user. So we will use it in here in our link here. Drop down, instead of using drop down, whatever the name of the user will be outputted here. Echo user F name. So refresh. Okay, we have a number now, number 10 dashboard. Number 10. So we have my number 10. Select all. Set username. To solve this issue, all we need to do is to store this information in here. User name is equal to that one, and use that. Solve that issue. And now double quotation na magod ta. Doon naka double. Okay. So we have the issue, but we have another issue. 61 on line number dashboard 61. Ano lang the issue? We'll just paste each issue that we come through. Echo user F name. So what is the error? Undefined variable user F name. So since we don't have, wala siya nakuha niya, no? Select all from user where username is equal to, so wala siya error, wala siya nakita. Sample. Pero we don't get data from our database. Select all from user where username is equal to user. Sorry, that's wrong. We should change it here from in here. Yeah. So this is why. So you can see here, whatever the name of the user will be posted in here. Okay, sakto ra to. So wala na to ni. Kain lang natin. May mistake sa codes. So we managed to have whatever information, whatever the name of the user, mo na yung makuha ninyo. Diba? So, natadira, when we click that one, kita ninyo ng profile. So, we can change it to profile. Then, we can also have sign out. Which is, we already did ganiha. Ato rang i-transfer. To look and feel. So, sorry, we don't. So, sign out. So, we have, since we have our dashboard script, log out the page. Profile, let's say, user profile, that page. So, we have that one. Kamalay, bahig ay dire. You know, you can do it. So, we have profile. We can click profile, user profile. Sign up. Ikaw sign out. So far, any question? So far, any question? Sorry. Okay. So, sign out. Okay. It's working. So, any question, guys? Profile. Profile. That is the time that we will going to create your profile. So, question, guys, before we proceed. Hello, are you there? Hello, are you there? Na ay mga question? Natabiliba kay ko ninyo kay wala jud may kon. Ang mga question so far. No, simple lang mo din kaayo. You have user profile. So, it's how you get data. So, kung layuan na lang mo kayo, for layo na dito kayo ang gikan dire to this one. So, murag layo na gid siya kayo ba? It's because this information in here is only used in this LI. Ari dapita. Pwede ra ko mo open direct PHP in this part. Para di lang gid mo yung layo na dito kayo ba? For this one, okay rin yapon. So, mura gyapon siya. Mura gyapon siya effect. Mura gyapon siya. Now, kung wala na question, then we will going to proceed for the profile. So, ato ipakita ito mga last name, first name, middle name, whatsoever. Pwede po niyang ma-edit or whatsoever. Pwede lang sabihin ninyo. So, still the same. But I will going to implement to you the templating, mga template na lang ba. Kaya magparehas naman yun, makita na ninyo what I mean by templating. So, I'll be creating a profile, user profile, .php. Okay. So, still the same on this one, the same style with the dashboard. So, all we need to do is to copy and paste it here and user profile.php. So, we can have user profile na natanan dira. But all we need to do is to remove this dashboard. But I have to change it to profile. So for the canvas, So section. So as you can see, what is this one? Section title and forever canvas. So I will just delete everything in here because I don't need na that one in my cart. Okay, so I saw that is dashboard and I'm going to profile. Uy, what I deleted is on the dashboard. Sorry guys. So in the dashboard, so I'll be opening the profile. It's a profile, user profile. Edit that one. So I'll be deleting some of the content. Like this one is profile. Section. So I will delete everything in here. Okay, save. It is profile. So it's now. So kanina ito na yung delete on for share something like that. But we don't need now. I'll be deleting also the profile. So you can have information of the profile of the one. So you can use table, pwede po input, pwede po mga forms, but we will use forms na lang. So dali lang po kayo in Bootstrap. You can search call it Bootstrap for forms, and you can see examples. Kani madinis yung maganahan na forms, kani ba yung maganahan like in sa mga forms imo ang ganahan na pamaagi, inani ba, tapad ba, or inani ba. It's up to you what is your inani ba imo ang forms na horizontal forms. It's up to you. All you need to do is you can just copy and you try it in your own here. But first is you are going to create row for your div. Okay, so now we have create div class. Okay, call call LG 12 for the entire width. Yes, we have that one, and then paste. For the form, you can tab for arrangement, save, refresh. You have that profile. So what are the things that you need to have in the profile? So we have last name, first name, middle name. So those are the things that we have to put in here. Last name. So we can grab also one, then just put this a copy for all. Copy for all. So input for L name, like that one. Last name, this is text, form control. This is ID is for L name. Balik lang, last name. Okay, so let me try to see it in our dashboard. So we have last name. Okay, then we have F name, first name, F name, first name. So that is for the first name. And we have the middle name, M name, middle name, M name also, and middle name. Okay, so what's another information that we have to fill in here? The type, date added, or we have username. Okay, so those are the things that we don't need na to edit. So ito na siyang i-disable niya. Okay, so ito nga gan, we have this is for user ID, UID, this user ID, and we will have to disable because we don't want to edit that one. User ID, and we have the username and password. Username, uname, and username. Then uname, and for username. At lang ninyo. Okay, so we have username, and password. We don't need that to put password. Date added, unless they won't change the password. So not that I change password functionality, later on na lang na siya add on lang na to. We have password, keyword, password. So we have password, and we have also disabled, or we can just directly have a button here, or button, value change. We can change it to BTN SM, BTN danger, or change password. And we have date added, the last one. Okay, so we have date added, okay, then we have date. Okay, so we have date. So then we change it here to submit, update, and what's so on. Update, and I think it's update already. It's update. So for your user profile, we have to get data from the database that we get into. So from here, what are data inside of in here. So similar for the search, similar for the we call it sa kuan sa ato ang una na itong igama sa kaning na profile same thing talaga pang kuha na ito yung information. So in here in the user profile, dili mo sila kita kinahanglan ng information. So we already on the top part where natanan ang include username tanan. So all we need to do is just grab it here. Ano yung mga information na, we will just continue. Huwag lang na to. User, name, row, last name, user, name is equal to row, middle name, we have what are those things pa na we did to we have user ID, what's that user ID, date added, date added. We have date added. So those are the things that you need to. So on the button here in your fields that we have, you just directly add value. Okay, and have PHP. This is for which is user ID. Just the user ID. And look for user ID. User ID, yes. Bitsa kayo. Sige lang. User ID. Save. Refresh, the ID is 1. As you can see here, automatic we have user ID 1. Last name, the same thing. You just copy and paste. This is user for last name, so user name. So refresh that one. Pitch up from the database. This one, user name. Atong grupihon. This one, user name. This one, user name. Ito yung password. Date added. Value. Date added. Save. And as you can see here, wala lang siya na date. So load input type date value echo date added. What happened for the value? Inspect. Normally it will change at dicta. So we have added value 210611. It is because the date and time. Siguro. So we will change wala na kasi dapat ato ang kuan. There is a date and time. So we change it because there is a time also. So we will only include date. Only date only. Okay, so we only have our data is only okay, that one, June 7, 2021. So in our dashboard also, just June 7, 2021. Kanina it's correct, but then what the problem is the data or value of the result data ay time. So this is the user profile. Ano? So all we need to do next step na to is to update it. So question, let me know. Question. Let me know if you have questions so I can really masabtan ra ba for fetching profile. Multiple data. This is the one that I am doing. Multiple data in one table. Multiple data in one or multiple table in to get multiple data. To get multiple data in multiple table. Multiple data or multiple table or what you mean is you get all the information in all you get all the records in one row one table. So yung pasabot niyo sa inyo. Okay, so this is specific because in our SQL statement we use where clause. Where okay, tungkol ng where. So that's why if there is another data, like for example, we have 2, diba? Then we can use, for example, Jillian, for example, Mama, then can be whatever information, like username, Jillian, that those, okay, password, yes, password. So, makita gini mo na we have 2 informations in there, pero pag login nimo more to yung makita niyo dire. Pero imong ganahan pangutana is you can see all those 2 records in your query. O ba imong pasabot nako? Katong pasabot nimo nako katong. Ano ba nimo? Kasi i-answer ko na yung question. Yes, right. Okay. So you can have multiple queries. For example, nakaido ka tables, straight tables. Pero parehas gina siya user ID or username. So nakay table dire. So nakay query for example, this is select all from user. Pero naatay gitawag og joining inner join table joining. Na mogamit kung join na i-join imong duha ka table which is pinaka safe. So ug manay mo pangutana, we go boots MySQL join muna mo ang tunan joining two tables. So for example, table order ID, for example this one ano imong ipasabot. We have table or order ID, customer ID, and order date. And we have another table which is customer ID, customer name, and contact name, country. So nakita nimo na ang customer ID, ang yung information, like ang ngalan, yung contact number na sa Picas table. So imong sabot nimo na multiple data siya, na usawa nimo into one. Like may nani na siya. Order ID, customer name, order date. Nausa na siya into one table. Muna yung pasabot. So, muna siya inner joining. I-inner join. Make sure, bariyas sila. Same na siya. There is syntax. Select orders, that order ID, customer's ID. Pero if you have to be specific, makita ko sa database, pwede ka matabangan. But if you want to, you can learn it. Kanisa basa how you are going to join two tables. Kanisa. Ano lang, search lang ninyo. Yeah, okay, mo man siya ng taon nimo. Mo ni order ID, orders ID, customer name, ano. Inner join on orders customer ID, orders ni siya. Kani orders table. Orders customer ID is equal to customer's ID. Parehas sila doon. Pero dili siya necessary parehas. Pwede mong malailay siya, pero para lalagid mo for your own benefit lang as a human. Sometimes malibog mong good ka. So that is why. Pero nindot ra po siya na, o kung sa ngalan nimo ganang i-connect nimo diri sa Picas, the same yun siya, name for you for your own benefits. Pero wala siya required na kinahanglan yun for your own benefit na. Joining. Okay. So any questions in here for update? Okay, marag nindot siya na mahumanit ni. So, wala na siya. So, we have get information. So, next after is to rerun update. Okay, change password. But before that, nakita ninyo to two file, user profile, and dashboard. Nakita ninyo na same na silang duha. Same silang duha po. Same siya. So, makita po nimo na kaninta diri po sa user profile mo po ni mabutang doon sa dashboard na pohon. So, we see two separate files with the same tags. Na future purpose ana malibog na kasi mong kung ano. So that is why we embed also templating. Yung template. So muna mag-template atong usbon gamay. Mag-template so going back to our Capstone project. So naatay kanitanan is inside the dashboard naman gid siya, all of things. So imong imotang dash header.php, then we have dash footer.php. So makita nimo, we go back to dashboard. User profile same sila. Ang imong i-determine ana asa dapita siya magsugod. So in here makita-kita ginako, it starts with in this one. Hindi naman ato ang we call it profile. So mo ni main. Kita kag main mo canvas. So kani tanan from the top same na siya sa profile, sa file. So mo na siyang i-delete. I-cut nimo and iputang nimo siya. So to this header. That is header. You paste it here and save it. That is header. So para ma-connect nimo siya into header, this one, so wala naman siya for the user profile mo ni. Sorry. So wala naman siya header. All we need to do is to include it in here. Include dayon dash header .php. So what happened, it saves you time. Mura gyapon. Ato po to sa dashboard. Instead of using this one, hindi na nimo na siya ikwaon. Imo na nang diliton. Tanan navigation. Imo na lang siyang i-include code. The same thing ani ato yung include. Sorry, user profile. I-include lang nato siya ere. Both of them the same siya header. So that's why ari ka sa dashboard wala rin siya problema. Wala ito siya profile, wala siya problema. So unsa may na-save na to? The files. Organized po ta. So every time na naatay file na gamiton, agamon inside the dashboard, all we need to do is automatically include the dashboard header to save the loading, the save also the resources. Ibalik-balik naman to. The same thing with here, some of the dashboard. For some here, sa footer, good, sa ID, good siya pwede po, na there are some cases, especially in JavaScript or jQuery functionalities, there are some like this one, we have a lot of different, na siya specific function in the dashboard. So, di nyo mo siya mahilabtan. But commonly, guys, on the header. So, maglain na pong file, you include the dash header and start with the main. And what is an item of the main will be yours. Na imong ko ano. So, use templating. Nakuha ninyo ang templating. Makuha na ninyo. So, mo create kag laing file, like for example, create product, for example, I create product. So, I'll be here. Mag-create ko product. So, naman ko dire na create product.php. So all I need to do is I don't need na to code the header. So I will include na lang the header. So right now, pag abot na ako dira dashboard, create product, you already have this thing na natanan ni. Ang imo na lang buhaton is in here. Nalay mong gamon. So, nalay mo ang kuhaan. So, you have that main div, div row, div column. So, mga kapiyon. Nalay mong iba pang dire. Close that thing. Close that thing also. Main. So, closing here. Closing. So, main. So, that's it. So, you have now create product, for example. So, that is the use of templating. You can create directly your navigation. Okay, ang navigation man good, it's fixed na already. What is changing is the content. So, musikag ilis-ilis og file, may tabuan na, dagang kang file sa navigation. That will lead also for broken links later. So that is why we host templating. Any questions so far? Because I want to proceed, but I want a break. Kay murag namala na akong tunlan. I have a break where I need 10 minutes or 15 minutes break for me to to save your files and also to relax. Okay, parang murag ko reloaded na akong option. So for us, parang mabalik ta sa sa profile. As you can see, this is not working na anymore, right? Because there is no body in here. Wala tay footer. So wala tay footer di dapita. So munang nindot na pa yung ban pod kani. So, for example, we don't have this one, we don't need na this one. Pwede na siya delete na yun. So, pwede tayo makagama og footer na atoa, like this one, it's a footer. Then, I think in here, yes, because this is the main div. This one is for navigation. I guess so. Yes, this is for navigation. That is why I will copy it and paste it to for the footer, dashboard footer. Paste it here. So that is why I have now the footer. So for the user profile, I will just include it here. The same thing what I did in this one. For the header, I'll be on the footer dashboard footer. So still the same. Makita mo. Okay. I am now on the product, create product. We can create on a create product also. Parang okay, return. Okay, parang magana ra Japan siya. Okay. So any questions? Can we have a short break before we finish updating this one? Can we? Okay, 10 to 15 minutes lang ha. Okay, so we have just you can stay and or parang di mo tipid mo data, you can go outside lang mo for dili mo po. Kung na ay internet kusog, you may stay. Pero kung hinay, you may phone.